This is Bernhard Ruchti, and this is part number 4 of my introduction to my recording of Franz Liszt's Fantasy and Fugue on Ad nos ad salutarem undam for organ that I did at Merseburg Cathedral. In this fourth segment, I would like to talk a little bit about the actual organ and the recording situation. As I've said before, the Ladegast organ at Merseburg Cathedral was built in 1855. At that time, it was considered to be one of the most modern instruments in Germany or all over Europe, and it caused really a sensation actually all over Europe, and we know a lot about the instrument and that dedication concert. If you look at the organ, we can see that we are lucky enough that the instrument is still there at Merseburg Cathedral with a very high level of authenticity. It was restored a few years ago by Christian Scheffler, and it's now there in its full beauty. Its sounds are really unique, and it's also very interesting and fascinating to see that the design overall is very romantic, but the style of most of the actual stops goes still back to the old German Baroque tradition that wants to achieve clarity overall. I'm going to read you a passage out of a review by Franz Prendl in the Neue Zeitschrift für Musik from October 5th, 1855, where he talks about that organ, and I guess we could say the same thing still today. The character of this organ differs significantly from all other organs. I would like to say it's more modern. Regarding power and opulence using the full organ, it's amongst the best. Its unique character, though, shows in the softer stops. There is a harmony and a suppleness like I've never heard on any organ. The sound is, in a word, essentially of a poetic nature. And I guess if we are at Merseburg Cathedral and listen to the organ, or if you will hear and listen to my recording, you will experience exactly that softness and that poetry of sound that Franz Prendl describes here. The recording itself was quite an adventure. The organ is not easy to play. It needs a lot of physical power to actually be able to play it, but it's obvious that Liszt's music and the poetry of his personal style matches perfectly with the sounds that this organ produces. The softness, the soft stops, like the flutes or the strings, can be used wonderfully in the middle section, which is the adagio, bringing out the poetry, the magic of that passage, and the full organ comes up with a lot of power for the loud parts, particularly towards the end. So, once again, it's a unique experience to hear that music performed on the original instrument, and in addition to that, with the original dramaturgy that matches all the information we have from the original performance in September 1855. So I would say just listen to the music and explore the sounds and the character that this recording offers. Please subscribe to my channel, don't forget to like and ring the bell to get notified when there's any news.